Mariano, you can find that person, get them on board. All my points. This is why I'm saying why don't you just wait till after the inquest?
No.
Yes, that's why
You don't get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Bankole and Smith are only employed for the inquest as things stands. We can't use them for every other thing. There are so many things we want to do right now that we could have wanted to use them for. For example, Baba Mohbad is going to station. Bankole, nobody's going from Bankole and Smith. So we have somebody is going from Wahab Shitu, someone is going from Odumosu, but nobody's going from the area of Bankole and Smith because it's not their job. They were not given that job by that family. Then all these people are harassing the family. Okay, it's not the job of Bankole and Smith. Bankole and Smith was employed by a foundation. They are doing what the foundation tells them. They are reporting to the foundation.
100%. Now we want a particular side to do what we want.
The foundation is interested in justice for Mohbad.
Yeah.
So this foundation sent them to inquest and criminal court only. So now, if we now want Bankole and Smith to work for Baba, okay, it is either we take him away from the foundation so that he will no longer do what foundation tells him alone. Even before inquest come, maybe next week or 3 days from now, maybe we'll have something that we want to do and we'll tell him to do it.
Yeah, but is it not quicker to just find another lawyer?
That's what I say. It is either we get another lawyer, okay, or we take this one away from that foundation.
Titus, do you understand that Muyiwa have to get you have to get approval from Muyiwa?
I'm sorry, Mr. Mickey. I don't want to talk about Mr. Muyiwa, please. I'm not here to talk about Mr. Muyiwa.
You have to meet him in the way. Anyway,
you can't go around him.
Discussion if you don't want to mention Muyiwa because there's no how. I don't know how you want to do it.
No, there is always a way. There's always ways. There's people that are communicating with Baba without communicating with Mr. Muyiwa. And if you're saying that after we communicate with Baba, Baba will now go and meet Mr. Muyiwa to start telling him everything, and then Mr. Muyiwa will now tell him to come back and tell us no, that's not. It's not going to work.
Yeah,
it's not going to work.
That's the problem we have. That's the problem.
Doing wrong thing.
Right now, wait just 10 minutes. Let Muyiwa hear about it. About with you.
Yes, you guys are not understanding me anyway. One day, very soon, you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not here to be talking too much online. I just want to basically understand. I just want us to basically.
But I don't agree with you. You are saying that there are some people that speaks with Baba without Muyiwa's authorization. Who are those? Nobody.
I believe they are.
There are some people that can call Baba directly without.
They call Baba, but without Muyiwa's authorization, Baba cannot do anything.
That means we need to tell Baba the right thing, but that Baba is doing the wrong thing.
We are still saying.
I cannot do it without Muyiwa because it's more learned more than me.
You don't understand what Titus is saying. Titus is trying to tell you that he's not here to mention Muyiwa's name. And I am telling you that there is no way you can talk about Baba.
Listen, see me, Madam Lizzie. I've basically bypassed Muyiwa a long time ago. If you like, you can keep talking about Muyiwa. But for me personally, to get any information that's constructive on this movement, I don't have to go through Mr. Muyiwa.
No, we are not talking of information. We are talking of result and action.
Yes, correct. And basically, I need information first before I can know what to do next.
Thank you.
I need proper information.
The information is this. I'm telling you, the information is this. Whatever problem solve you have, solution you have, if you tell Baba, you have the access to Baba. Yes, Baba, we agree with you. But I can tell you, without Muyiwa's authority, it cannot be done. So that's what I'm saying. I understand you. I want you to understand me too.
All I just want to say is fine. I get what you're saying, and most people just believe that Muyiwa is this big obstacle, this big god that's basically going to destroy this justice, and there's nothing anyone can do. And I tell you that that's the big lie that we are going to.
Okay, let's accept everything that Baba always try to take the authorized from Mr. Muyiwa before he can proceed for anything. But okay, let's just said we accept everything now. Okay, let's find someone that can take the step now. And
that's my point.
Take the step now. Then
are we going to keep turning around in circles saying Mr. Muyiwa? If we keep saying Mr. Muyiwa is not going to let us, shut down then.
Is lie. For us to just know the real truth, we just need to find someone among us that can call Baba.
Many people have tried. Now, who else want to try? Please go and help us try.
Yeah, that is what we want to do now. Then we will focus on that. If
From
that person
for
go
me
and
personally,
ask, then
I've
same
basically
thing
got
happen,
somebody
then we know what to
promising
do
me.
on Baba. Baba
I've got
himself
somebody
will deal with
promising,
him. Let's
and I
forget
hope
about
that
this
promise is
emotion of-
fulfilled.
Now, hold on.
That promise, that promise is that Bankole and Smith will basically be accepted by Baba's legal team and Baba to basically be used by the public to push all those things that Papariano has been screaming, and that's basically end of the month. And me personally, that's what I'm waiting for. By the time end of the month comes and I see that that has not been accepted, I will basically know what to do next. But for now, everyone that has contact with all these certain people that can bypass Muyiwa should make the call and try to persuade the right people to do the right thing. That's what I've been doing on my private time.
Yeah, if they didn't do it, then they will know what to do about Baba. Then see, let me just say this. Let's stop about if someone is talking about Baba, someone will be, hey, don't say it. We need to talk about Baba if Baba is doing the wrong thing.
That is the only way.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
That is the only way we can get the family to wake up. That is
my name is Sabren. I will even use my.
We are not begging them. We are giving them money. We are helping them with this. We should begging them. We should beg him to talk to Muyiwa. We should go to him.
Titus, please let's hear Titus clearly. Titus, can you repeat yourself clearly? Because I want to hold you by your word by the end of the
No,
month.
you cannot hold me by my word. At the end of the day, we are here shouting. I've gone behind TikTok to basically make phone calls. I've basically tried to hold on a second, please. I've basically tried to find a solution, and the only solution I was able to find is a promise. Somebody promising. So if the person fails, it's not my fault. Now the person has promised that by the end of this month,
I'm not attacking you. Don't let me go.
I understand. I'm just saying everyone should basically push. Should be doing extra apart from this TikTok, apart from noising.
They always put this emotion and this pity.
But Titus, you know we don't
talk about Baba.
Nobody's talking. Who's talking about emotion now? We are talking about something else. Why are you talking about emotion, sir?
No, I'm not talking about what I'm just saying my own generally. You understand?
Okay, yeah. So basically, you have the direct contact. You are doubting Muyiwa so much. Why don't you go direct and get some information? If he's telling you that this is why he wants to keep Muyiwa, explain to him why he needs other things. You can keep Muyiwa, sir, but this is why we need all this public lawyer to take charge of certain things, because things are moving slowly. And to be honest, until recently, Baba did not realize that they're trying to lock him up. He was still thinking that,
do you know before Wahab Shitu was brought, they approached Baba. We have Bankole and Smith, because at that time they have employed Bankole and Smith before. So they went to Baba Mohbad. We have a son that we want to give to you. Baba accepted. Okay, but Baba said that, but they should go and talk to Muyiwa about it.
Yes. And you're talking about the past.
When they went,
this was before he went to police station and they switched everything on him. This was in the past. Let's move forward.
What difference have you made?
Let's move forward.
That it is still valid today because nothing has changed since then.
Baba has woken up. What Baba realized today is not what he knew last month or 2 months ago.
Okay, now you go and approach him since he has realized something new. Please go and approach him.
So, Titus, are you saying that
I already have. All I'm trying to say is let other people that can speak well. Let other people try to do the same thing. Communicate with some people to basically bypass this guy.
Baba, according to Titus,
they told us to wait for 10 weeks and 12 weeks.
So you're basically telling us to wait now. We should wait.
I'm not saying you should wait. I'm saying you should make moves apart from making noise. Contact the right people. Don't just come.
Stop saying that we're not making noise, bro. Stop saying that. We're not making noise. We're just giving our opinions.
Okay. If you are not making noise, now you know you are not making noise. No worries.
The only thing we are campaigning for the public to understand are so far what the people have, the things we have proposed to this family that they're not expecting. We are campaigning. So everybody will wake up to the call. I will take this case. We'll do the right thing.
You're correct.
Campaigning.
So please, I'm just trying to.
You're not shouting here. It's not about please. You go do what you need to do. Others have done their own. They're not getting anything.
Is it only me that's going to do it? Is it only me?
You can get it done.
Am I the only one that's going to do it?
They're not getting any result. What are you saying? So should remain quiet.
What have they done that they did not get results? What have they done that they did not get results?
Should they come and tell you? People have spoken
Okay.
to Mohbad.
Okay, underground, no worries. All of you keep doing underground there.
Okay, you two go and do your own overground. Go and do overground.
If I have Baba number, I will call him. Then
You are the one that is talking to us. You go and
Keep
talk to Baba.
castigating Baba. Keep talking.
We are campaigning. It's not castigating. We are campaigning. We are not castigating.
Okay.
We are the one castigating.
You are not castigating Baba now. Why are you saying this? Why are you misquoting us now that we're
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you are coming up with problems, no
We are
solutions.
teaching the
Find a
public.
solution.
we are supporting? Oh God.
We are making the public understand what they're supposed to be doing, and what is supposed to be going on is not going on. We are enlightening the public. We ourselves here to help in this case. But if our proposal is no longer relevant, we have to tell each other that we have been seeing this, we have been seeing that. It's not done. We feel it every day.
Papariano, you know, there's so many ways to go about certain things.
Bro,
Just
you are
let's think
talking-
deeper.
you talk
That's
too much.
all.
Don't get it done.
Basically,
You are talking too much. Don't be talking like us. You can do better. Go and stay silent and get it done. You are talking too much. You go. Get
you
it.
know, you know what to do, but you basically slow.
You mean I know what to do?
You are slow.
You have done
You are
what you
slow.
can do. What do you mean? What do you mean we know what to do? Are you me? Am I you?
You too, your
Me, I'm doing
Papariano, you know
I
what to
think is
do.
best.
You know exactly
What
what
you
to
know
do.
What you know that is best, you go do it. But you come and make me do what what you want. You do your own. Me, I'm doing my own.
the reason why Titus is saying that is because you just have the belief that you know someone that is very close that can make the contact through Baba. That is it.
Me, I don't have anybody that can make the contact. It is all of you that I have here. Who out of all of you, anybody want to do? Go and do. I will tell you what to do. Simple.
Then Titus, go and do
Okay,
it for us.
Papariano,
Since
what
we are
can I
making
do
noise,
then?
you can do it for
What
us.
can I do then? You said you are going to tell us what to do. What can we do then? Because you come up with so many ideas,
What
and
you
I
said-
believe
what I said
they've
is
been
that what
ignored.
I said
They've
is
been
that
ignored.
what I said is that let Baba Mohbad give the public, okay, the public lawyer a consent. That is, the public is going to get a lawyer, and when the public get this lawyer, let Baba give that lawyer full consent to represent him.
Yes,
Okay.
Papariano. And see that particular request? Me as one individual, I have gone behind Mr. Muyiwa to request this thing. Why can't so many other people do the same to
They
make
have done
Baba
it
realize?
after they are getting.
Okay, then. Okay, that's it. No, there's
Thank you
nothing else
very
we can
much.
do then. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, then
No worries.
we need to let Baba know that he's doing the wrong thing. If you want us
Simple.
to go out
Oh, yeah,
of this
now,
case,
who wants to
go
let
out
him
of
know?
it.
Titus, I'm surprised that you are acting like you've not been
If you
hearing
go and
what
let
we've
Baba
been
know,
saying.
after you go and let Baba know, then what next? What do you want to
Me,
do?
since I've been saying,
doesn't change.
people should basically go and visit this man
Try to let
and know
him know.
exactly what's going on. You are telling me of people are on TikTok making noise, people are making phone calls.
Can I answer Titus for 1 minute? Titus, do you know the last person that made an attempt? Do you want me to tell you? Adenike, she made an attempt. And in the process, she realized so many things. Now, today, she's being tagged anti-justice. She's the last person that made an attempt. It's not up to 2 weeks.
We don't need to blame anybody.
Greetings.
Blame
Greetings.
Baba.
Me, I
everyone.
understand. I understand. As
Please,
soon as you're trying to
Let me tell you,
do, as
Titus,
soon as
Adenike made a very big move by bringing Baba to this platform.
That's what came up
Arrange
to
everything.
say. I wanted
You
to
know
tell
that they have to
totally
bring Baba
understand.
down here. Titus,
I wanted to tell.
Stop saying we are
Let me
making.
just say this and get back down, please. I humbly request. That's what I purposely came up to tell Titus. I do realize and understand what Titus, where he's coming from, his agitation, that this man is a novice, don't know much. And even as we realize the issues and we are pointing it out, nothing is being done. Let's make the next move to really getting it across, whichever way we can. I understand. But Papariano is not on this platform. We are not just talking, or we are not pointing out issues that should be addressed that are not addressed. We are not castigating Baba and we are not criticizing. We are doing much more than that. And what I was just getting, I'm sorry. And what I was just getting ready to say was what the other person said, that Nike, in agreement with Papariano, did a flyer to bring Baba on board, to make him realize all these things. So it's not that he's just talking, he's making the move to reach him, to really get to him directly and tell him all these things. So that's what I came up to say.
Yeah, 100%. I was there when Madam Nike, Auntie Nike was doing all that, you know. I understand everyone's trying in their own way, but we cannot. You cannot tell me that that's all we can do. I believe there is more. There's more to be done. It's not over yet.
Some of people's fear? The humiliation that comes with
it. Yes.
that disappointment. Now, let me ask you: can you imagine how Nike was feeling? I want you to imagine it. Now, let me take you back. Can you imagine?
You are even going too much. How about African TV? Why can't he go and call Baba again now? Okay. This is somebody that said he was in abroad. Okay. He came back home. He did everything. Yet they claim him name. They call him different name. There are people who are doing this same thing too. They are bouncing them back. So you too, you can go and try and see what they are saying too there.
Titus,
okay.
Do you know?
Or do you think you know better than them?
That comes with I think on Punch, they disclaimed that you do not have and you expect some people not to have fear on how to approach him or the results they will get at the end. We are all human, even if we try not to be emotional, but sometimes we can be. I was seeing that lady. I mean, Adenike. She was even strong by not even showing it to people. She was highly disappointed. But today, do you know she's being tagged as anti-justice? That lady that prays. Imagine all her efforts. Now, see, don't let us go, because somebody like me is so painful that I was sleeping from my sleep. I heard me while I jump up. But it's okay. Let me allow somebody else.
Lizzie Diamond, I understand what you're saying. You know, on this same thing here, as soon as they notice somebody's trying to do something good, there's people that they've programmed them to basically just come and tackle you. They've put them there. So you just need to know exactly what's going on and be sharp.
Let me add this to this. Let me add Papariano, please. Let me add this to my submission. Now, we all are talking. Me and you, we are discussing. Now, somebody comes and tell me, as old as I am, maybe I'm a kid, that whatever he tells me, I should believe it. I should not question him. I should believe his narration. I should continue spreading that same narration, that I do not have evidence or enough points to back it up. Do you believe that? I was there when Gurexi, let me say it. We táwọn kan bá ń sọ nǹkan kan. Àwa náà ní right láti sọ nǹkan kan. Agreed. But what are you telling me to say? Then I cannot ask you. You want me to go and tell something or defend something, and you don't want me to ask question. Do you know that is what landed Andy where he is today? That is now an outcast. We are not stupid.
Imagine Andy of all people anti-justice.
We are not stupid.
They said it's bitter, that is pained. It's bitter. Once they send him to relegation.
Man, anybody can call me anti-justice. You can call me whatever you like. I know exactly who I am. Mothers.
Oh, guy, when you meet them, you will understand. When they drag you 1 week or 2 weeks, you understand what they're talking about.
They can start right now. It will not affect me. It will not take one thing from my body.
Put yourself there now, you will see.
Dragging. You think I have time? You think I came on social media for dragging?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Interesting discussion. Titus, I've been listening to you. I think your choice of word is what you probably need to have toned down. You know, when you say you are all coming here to shout, that is a wrong choice of word for me.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I'll take that one back. But I'm sure they understand what I'm saying, because we have been, you know, I don't want to use that word again. We have been doing it for too many long. And you know what's pissing me off? See why he's sleeping well.
Wait, Titus.
See why he's sleeping well.
Titus, let me tell you something. If not that some people have been agitating, we for no see road, sure you know. If some people have been docile like some people, you wouldn't even have information you have. If some people have not been agitating, they wouldn't have gone to seek for information. You see, the sad thing about this whole thing is this. You and I, we take it upon ourselves to seek information because they don't give information. And it shouldn't have been like that. Now, I could get information. It might not be totally right. You could get. It is not totally right. We'll now begin to fight ourselves over what we should have gotten the information clearly before. And that is what is happening. Lack of communication. Things happen, you expect some response. Look at yesterday. The Bankole and Smith, like I've said this several times to people, they go to other foundations to debrief the people on what has happened and what they will do. And they will ask questions. And people that are paying the bill are rest assured that these people, they take us serious. We matter. In this matter, how many of the legal team, when we started, where was the legal team? On one radio station in Ghana, telling them there is no mark on Mohbad. Was that not what the Odumosu went to do then? How many? When have they ever come out to say, oh guys, this is what we've done so far, this is how it is? They don't have to give you details. Have they done that? They've not done that.
No.
So when people begin to agitate, you now blame them. You beat a child, you are telling the child how to cry or how to react. Does that make sense? So when people agitate, it's okay. And if people are not talking, you think everything is okay. Like I would say, a lot of people are reaching out to Baba Mohbad. A lot of people. But the truth of the matter is this. There are no bad leaders. It is the advisors that are not giving them the right advice. They don't see everything. They rely on the advisors. What are the advisors telling them? That should be the first thing we should look at. A number of people have tried to help in this matter. What happened to them? They throw it back in their faces. Now, other people will say, oh, reach out to him, reach out to him. If it has become a regular pattern, like I will always say, seek another way to resolve it. No be by force. We just have to devise a new way to get things done. And look at, see, of all these things, how do you fight battle? Pick the one you can win. Don't look for the one that will give you stress. Let's take the little wins and we're able to achieve things. That is what I would say. But you are doing your part. You've reached out to him. Other people are reaching out to him. People have been talking to this man. He also reached out to some people to seek advice. How are they advising him? He had said on Sunday that he welcomes other lawyers, but they should please work with his own lawyers. When they reach out with his lawyers, are they allowing them to work with them? Is another thing. So it comes in different ways. We just have to explore those things.
Yeah.
Thanks,
aristocrat. You are an amazing speaker. We have so many of them on this platform. Me personally, I don't like talking. This one I'm doing right now, I'm forcing it. And that's the fact. This is not me. I'm an action person. Personally, we've from this platform, we asked for a few things. And from what I've observed, we've got, even if it's not 100%, a certain percentage of it has been done. Baba is now opening live every Sunday. Okay, people are now complaining, the right people are not being brought up, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Have you spoken to Baba on his live before, Aristo? And would you be interested?
Yes, I have spoken to him.
As in to spend enough time on, and I don't want no interruption. Not just you. Dr. Esther can be there. If Papareno wants to join, he can join. I just need about 5 people on there to speak to Baba.
On his live?
On a Sunday.
On his live?
On his live.
On his live?
Yeah.
Huh. Who are the moderators? Would they pick those people you talk about to come?
No, those things will change. Those things will change.
Let them get things better.
It will get better,
when
definitely.
They get things, sorry.
They just need to.
Okay.
Me personally, I agree with prayer. Pray on Sunday. Pray in your private time. Yeah, but when we come and online, let's do something constructive. And people that they're bringing up most of the time, they're just there to pray. Yeah, they should pray in their house. And let's bring serious people on board.
The only problem I have, sorry to interject, is that the time it comes on live, It's the same time I'm in church and I'm a minister, so I can't just boycott. By the time I finish, I always meet the very tail end of his broadcasts on his platform, maybe like 5 minutes before he closes. That's just the problem.
As in, people are already typing in comment section, don't do it on live, this. We're not saying anything damaging. We are just trying to advise to find a way forward, which is to propose. And the proposal is it should not be difficult for him to accept. It's simple, the public needs something, let them get what they want, and let's keep moving. So things can be, we can get progress in this case. It's not going to be difficult. If we can just get about 5 people, it will be amazing to just be on that panel and discussing, He doesn't have to say much. We just need to get a yes and go ahead. That's all we need from him. It doesn't even have to be 10 minutes.
Titus, fantastic idea. But I'll tell you something. From the information from the information which I have, a number of people have reached out to him personally. People have spoken to him in groups, and they are continuously interacting with him. And these are also people within that want some changes. So the way things are, it would be nice if the group you're talking about could, fix something with him and do a WhatsApp call, they deliberate with him. That for me will be more productive.
A WhatsApp call you prefer? No worries. I'll see what I can do about that.
That for me will be more
I'll be interested in that as well.
Because anytime it comes live, you see all these strollers, everybody jumping a lot of things on the comment section. So if you truly want to talk to him, discuss with him robustically, in a very robust way. You need that kind of 4 or 5 people, you all talk, you take 2 hours, and he understands and he relates to you of his understanding of what you've told him, and you draw action plan and you follow up. I think that will be more productive.
Aristocrat, please, 1 second. On Sunday, I was discussing with
Lizzie, your audio has dropped.
To that police station. So I'm not imagining that.
Your audio dropped. Lizzie, please start again. We didn't hear you. You broke it.
Can you hear me now?
You people always abuse network in Nigeria. Una no get good network too. Now go they abuse people in Nigeria. It's your network now. Yeah.
Okay, so Titus, let me start from the beginning. Okay, so now I said few hours to that Monday meeting, I just imagined that Baba can make miracle happen. Just put on his ring light, put on his life, and say, okay, can you please summon Papariano for me? Papariano will be good for PR, since he said he does not want to have any personal contact with anybody. I imagine all these things, but that is in my head. What is supposed to happen is that thing coming into reality. Do you understand? So
yes, and it should not be difficult. Things. It should not be difficult at all. We should have this done in less than a week. No worries.
Titus, I like your spirit. Please, let's go on. Work on it. Let's plan it.
Let's work on this.
If it works, fine. Let's try it. There is nothing stopping in trying. The only failure is when you don't try at all. Then you have regret. Exactly. Try first. Okay. If it doesn't work, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm with it too. Thank you.
I appreciate. Thank you very much. Justice for Mohbad.
Justice for everybody. Nobody should mention Muyiwa's name again. No, if I come down, I don't want to come back up. I don't know why I feel like agitated when I hear his name.
It is you that want to be agitated now.
Muyiwa.
Why are you agitated by someone's name? How many Muyiwa do you know? Now you're agitated by
I know so many Muyiwa, but you know the funniest thing, I was
so why are you
sleeping.
agitated by
Then I was hearing the show from one show, you know, the thing jumped on. Then I heard that name, send the request. Then the next minute I'm talking now. I told myself that I'm on break. Then but look at me now. That means I can't even keep to my own word self. You see? And I want leaders none here. I can't keep to my word.
More badness, sir.
I even at times I think if Muyiwa is sleeping self, you'll be hearing people's voices in his head, the way they call him.
He will know me. I know he knows me personally. He knows me like ọmọbìnrin yìí. Ó tún ti dé kò ní kúrò ńbẹ̀ yẹn láì má dárúkọ mi. Ẹ máa wò. If he bet, wallahi. Ó máa show he will.
I have his phone number. It seems you're obsessed with him so that you can call him.
I'm not obsessed with him. His face is not even giving me. The picture that I saw is not giving joy, you know. It's not giving.
It was a fake picture. It's a fake picture.
Was it a fake picture? Oh, okay. God forgive me.
Yes, that's not his picture. It's a very calm, cool, calculated, fair complexion man.
No, it's not calculated. It's not calculated.
He's as tall as AJ, Anthony Joshua. And built
Anthony
like
Joshua,
that.
Really? But why is his brain not that tall? He's tall physically, but mentally he's not tall. What?
Maybe you've not taught his brain very well for his brain to be what you think. But to some people, he's the brightest man. So what's your problem?
No, Yorùbá ní kò lè burú fún ni títí kó má kọ ẹnìkan mọ́ ni. Yes, he will have his own people.
He's the best now. He's the best for many people. Remember the last time he came out and for the first time he's calling out government, calling out everybody.
In fact, aristocrat, he has upgraded though. Now he's now like,
it is good.
Wumi,
It shows, just like people are saying, some people are saying in some quarters that he has changed. You should please embrace the new change. Now let's give him time. At least on this journey, we've all been looking for change, like Nigeria. Change every time, change every time. Maybe they enjoy this change too now.
Sir, he was like, is that not Ekiti language? I was like, he was Vano that very day. He was Vanoing. Yes.
That is the Muyiwa that we want.
I was feeling him like, then the next thing I heard was, Mr. Muyiwa or somebody Vano.
The Emperor the Great.
That one I feel. Let them advise later to
the Emperor the Great. The Emperor Muyiwa the Great.
I'm so sorry, sir. With all due respect, sir, he was parading stupidity on social media.
That is what you think. To those his followers, that is not what they think. He's parading the best intelligence. So it depends on what you see. Let's accept them. Let's accept each other, please. Let's accept each other. Papariano, I'm preaching. I learned some people have turned to professor or preacher, preaching priest. So let's accept each other. But it doesn't say you will not do what you are doing. Let's accept each other. Continue your Vano. Maybe they continue their own. Anyone that understands me will know my stance of points. Anyway, no.
When you even stand from the point of the NMS that is said.
Our CNN man is here. It's over a month. Esther, please, can you update us? Any progress? Jojo the Great, the Washington man. Any updates, sir?
The CNN collector. Jojo the Great. How far now?
You know about bad. By God's grace.
They thought say they don't reach out to you that they are planning the CNN. How far? I hope everything is working up well.
Well, nobody reached out to me.
Yeah. But they were saying that they are handling the CNN thing. The legal people are handling it. They are looking out to it. They are working on it.
Yeah. Maybe as usual, like y'all keep saying, work on that.
They are working on the ground.
Okay. They are. Because the last The last time I got a call from Mr. Muiwa I think was it Friday or Saturday or something like that. Then I called him back on Sunday. He picked and said he was in church that was going to call me back. Today's Wednesday. I haven't heard anything from him yet.
On the day you were on the platform, I kept signaling you and tagging you, telling you to please follow me.
I'm not
Reach
sure.
out to me.
I was looking for you. I don't know your. Sorry, I don't.
Okay, because I wanted to link you up with Buki JC. Buki JC, if Mr. Muiwa is slowing things down, I know Buki for one thing. You speak to her, things will get started. That I know about Buki. You speak to her, she will get things started immediately. So kindly reach out to me and I'll find a way to link you up with Buki.
So which one is you? Is you what, Dr. Esther, right?
Yeah, this is Dr. Esther Diaz speaking.
Dr. Pastor Reverend Esther.
Yes,
Diaz
Pastor,
speaking.
Evangelist, yes. So I'll
See,
link you up and then you take it from there.
Doctor, let me just tell you the fact. And I'm saying this for record's sake. What CNN needed is a simple thing. And these people have been dragging.
Yeah.
Jock came and I explained what they needed. And people that have also dealt with BBC have told them what these people always request for. You see, these people know what they needed. But you know what? They are not ready to do the work. They want to enjoy the outcome, but they don't do the work. All they need is do a proper synopsis and itemize and articulate the history about Mohbad, how this thing started, what has been done, the challenges and all that, and your request from CNN. Then they forward it to them. And their lawyer can also put a word to it. Maybe it's the lawyer that wrote it. They forward it to the team. They will assign a team to it. They will look through it. They will look through whatever they have. They also have sources of getting information. They tell their Lagos, what do they call them now? Lagos press. They have two in Nigeria, one in Abuja, one in Lagos, to look into it. They will see if it's viable for them to work. Simple as ABC, what this guy have spoken about. And I came here and I've explained it. They listen. They were online that day. There are people working with them. What are they doing in all this while? What are they doing? So
that's the same
many
thing
times
we've been discussing.
I tell myself, this is what happens. This is what happens with these people. This is what happens to them. It is not that they are not listening. It is not that they don't know what to do. They just chose not to do them. They chose to do other things. And that is the reality. So for me, what I would say is this. If those who know the way are trying to follow those who just want to block the way, what do? Create your own way. If there are factors, personality or element that you know will help you in what you do, pick them and channel your way. And I think that is how people should be thinking. I will just stop faffing around and wasting time. There is nothing for this case that we've not spoken about. We are only repeating it. Ideas have been flowing, I am very sure, since December specifically. Till now, what have they done? They listen, they hear. What do? They will come here and say, we listen to you all the time. We know you. And when you ask questions, noted. They've been noting all this while. What have they done?
That's exactly
So
what
the reality of
on this platform, their slowness, inactivity.
The reality of this case is this. I think, Jock, we might come to probably get a kind of, forum this week and see what we can do. If anyone will just sit down and write the synopsis, that is all they need to do. Write the synopsis. Someone that understands this thing. Agree. That is what these people are asking for. They are not asking for money. They are not asking for anything. They want to see if it is newsworthy. Why are we disturbing? People say they want to help you. You say you don't want to be helped. But you can always come out and say, some people are after you. You are the one after yourself. You are the one. And in this thing, I've seen people step back saying they cannot withstand this madness again.
Yeah.
And
People are stepping back.
This is
Aristocrat.
the matter. Okay, go ahead, please.
Aristocrat, when I actually brought this idea or brought this news, say, per se, just like you said, there's nothing I want to say that is different from what you already said. Those are the things needed. But again, I think doing this write-up to CNN, I'm not even sure if it should be done by 1, 2, or 3 people. I want, like I said, from what I heard from one of the guys that actually spoke to me after I was almost leaving out of the door, was that it will push more if they have a bunch of people writing in concerning the same case. That is like worry for everybody. So it's not just one person, it's not just 2, it's not just 3. It's just like something that everybody is seeing, and they're seeing loopholes or bad things coming out of it that is not being handled properly. It's not just one person seeing the fault. A bunch of people seeing faults, and they are concerned that they are writing into the fault. So
Hello,
it's just,
Mr. Jack Joe.
yeah.
Sorry. Can we have the email so we can forward our concerns to that, please?
I wanted to send it to. It won't be okay for me to leave it here except one in on here.
All right.
I wanted to send it to
Jock,
Aristocrat so you can see how
Jock,
to spell it out. Yeah.
Jock, you know what you do? Please send the email to my box.
I can send it to your DM. I can send it to your
Yes. Send it to my DM.
Okay.
We'll share with some other people. All of us will be writing things about it.
Yeah, and don't
Let's
forget
bombard the email with our complaints. That's what we do. Bombard the email.
Okay,
So
and
we
then
can
that is
connect
one.
together.
Then another one that was sorry, madam, I didn't cut you off. I'm still gonna be off this because I got to go back. Another thing again is I heard people talking about protests and all that. Even that I already had it at the back of my mind before, after I went to the CNN stuff. I was thinking if maybe after, I'm not sure. You all can have your opinion about it. Like after the next inquest, depending on what comes out, we may have to do a protest. If your one is like, nation worldwide protest. Anybody, any state, any country that want to be involved, they can be involved at a point. If it's same day or something like that. I heard some people trying to arrange it in Warri or Benin or something like that. We all can wait and do it one day. And then I was planning of seeing 1 or 2 police guys around here to see what I need to be able to get it staged in the Nigerian embassy here in DC, where those who live close by, who are not too far, maybe those in Virginia or those in Maryland, those in we'll just create the awareness days or weeks before that time. We'll just create awareness where people will be notified, and those who want to be part of it can fix a time and then date, and then we just do it at the Nigerian embassy here, and then we maybe even with that too, you can still catch up with the CNN attention or something like that, and other.
My thought is this. I know those who are copying and streaming are streaming, but my thought is this is for if you want to do protest. Before every one of us came on social media, there was protest last year on this Mohbad case, and it was systematic. As they were doing it in the East, they were doing it in Lagos. They were doing it in other places, and these people planned it, and they were all wearing black, and it was printed Justice for Mohbad when they started it. And I think if they want to do it internationally, if we can have coordinators from each city that are picked, they work together. In each city, there are people you must see when it comes to protests abroad. There are some people that you see them and they buy it, you will see people. They not get work, they are retiree, they go just carry placard come. Now, if we are able to synchronize in a way that you are doing protests in Washington, you are doing protests in New York, you are doing protests in London, in France, in Italy, in Portugal, in Belgium, like 10 major cities, and it is all planned at the same time. same
Super
day.
coordinated.
Well coordinated. And this thing is through the leaders. The design they will print, you will share it with them. What will be on it will share with them. It does not matter if it takes 1 month to plan it. This matter is a long haul.
Yeah.
And if that is done abroad, people in Nigeria too will do a coordinated one that they can also do that will be peaceful. It can just be women self, just women. Now women just won't protest. May they not bring men we go they fight. May they just bring women, mothers, well dressed in their t-shirt. They wear stiletto if they want. They wear trainers if they want. You know, you see quality people, not be say anyhow people. They are well guided and they do a peaceful procession and amplified it on social media. That for me is a good protest that even all these big media houses, when they see it, they will see coordinated action. But you must be strategic because they've done series of protests individually before now. How much effect has that made? It makes the effect just for a while and it fades away. You do something coordinated, it doesn't go far. That is what I'm thinking. But we can take it out of this platform. We can begin to look at it and people in this location and get it. And protest doesn't have to be 100 people. It can be 10 people when you are coordinated. What matters is for you to use media to amplify your project, your protest. If you have a conference in your city room and you put it on all newspaper, the whole world have listened.
Exactly.
What matters is for more people to know. Simple as ABC. Thank you very much.
As in for the one for Nigeria, when you suggested all women, you know, that would definitely be the best idea for, you know, any protest in Lagos or I'll say Lagos especially.
All women, no men. Now women
that's
won't talk.
That's the
they will
hot
not do
zone.
anything to them. They will not do anything to them now.
As in, it has to be, you know, you have to hit the right places. You cannot just be standing and walking up and down aimlessly. It has to be properly planned. You know exactly where you're going. And those places, their business, they'll feel it. Trust me. So,
in this matter, Titus, I've done a research. You see, people talking about justice for Mohbad, the population is this 65% female. On all the social media, 65% female. You have about 25%, less than 25% men. The rest are others. Now, if you have these women, if they can unite, and the voice of discord also is largely among the female, orchestrated by the men. They will throw the talk into them, they begin to, oh, this, and it's good. But let us use the women's strength where it is needed and get the right effect. Wallahi talai, all the successful protests are done by women. Successful protests are done by women. Men are trouble, they look for. But the men can be driving car beside them. May they not come out. May the women do it. Even if it is 10 people, is enough. We amplify it on social media, amplify it on the media. In London, there are newspapers that publish things for free. All those evening news that they are free. They will send mail to them. They would like to cover it now. They'll cover it. Go to Charing Cross, go to Piccadilly, go to whatever, and go to the embassy. Don't be more than 20. Do what you have to do. Submit your letter and go. But they are coordinating. Those who will do it in France will do it. Those who will do it in Germany will do it. Even if it is 5 people in Germany, if it is 10 people, 5 people in France, what matters is the coordinated. And when the reportage comes out, there is a protest for justice for Mohbad in France, in Berlin, you know, in New York, in Washington, in Victoria, in Lagos. That is news for me. That is coordinated campaign. Leave the rest. Even Pennsylvania, where they do waiting they like that. That one too. For me, we just have to be strategic. We've been doing it all this while, but let's try something new. Shoki Lobioge. We're going to to Poju.
Yeah, so I mean, it's open to everybody now. And then when I'm less busy, I'll reach out to Aristotle with the information. Then we'll tell her later. So
And
whatever.
don't forget to reach out to me too,
Yeah, just
please.
put your name somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
yeah, whatever we all arrive at, let us know, then we'll take it from there. But the question
Okay.
about whatever is the CNN stuff, I've given the information to Rexy and I guess what is Mr. Muiwa and all of that. So, but I guess they have their time. I don't know what you want to know.
No. We're not going that route anymore. We are moving. We are stepping up.
I'm not doing our own effort. What you just said now means something. They do things underground. When the underground, like seed of death, we go see her. But to us, like fast food, make we do our own fast food, make we see them. Some of us like fast food, we don't like to plant, we don't like organic. Let's do inorganic.
Not even at this time. We can't afford to slow down on anything we need to do anymore. We can't. Time is a factor now. We need to move.
Especially this Oba, this Oba and the
Hello,
government
house.
need to be. They need to start to. They need to begin to hear things about themselves.
Greetings, Sis Aniki. You're welcome.
Spend them about their kind of character and all of that. Let the world know who they are. Just
Yeah, we would.
acting
We
like,
would.
acting like they are untouchable and all of that. Anyway, well, good talking to you guys. I gotta get back to work.
Peace.
Thank God that Mr. Joy was here today. I said it sometimes that I know that they are not going to contact this guy. Myself, I sent message to Baba about this CNN of 18. That I hope you have somebody have contacted you. There's one guy that is talking about CNN. If Baba will respond to me tomorrow, maybe it's not the one that read the message, because sometimes he used to respond to my message. Maybe it's not the one that read the message. Maybe it's another person. So I know they will not respond to him. But thank God
I
he
had
came
the
out to
feelings.
let us know now,
Yes.
and we have known which way to go.
Yeah.
Mr.
I had the
Gurek,
feeling.
Mr. Gurek,
Are you hearing that?
Baba was excited hearing about that, but the only thing is responding to what he heard about now is what we're waiting on, and we're not getting anything back.
When we have people that have fire in their veins, put this forward to Baba, it will move. Somebody like Buki, she will say it with fire. Something will happen. That's why I said, you reach out to me and let's work on the plans that is all laid out by aristocrats, you know. Let's collate all things together so that we can get it done.
Okay. Whichever way is good, as provided we get results. That's just it. Yeah.
About the protest that they want to do with NMS. Pariana, you sponsoring?
Title.
Are you saying something, aristocrat? Aristocrat, what are you saying something?
The protest, some people to go and do. Yeah, some people want to go and do protests in
You mean
Pennsylvania.
the NMS?
What about it?
I don't know, but I mean, was it supposed to be led by Muyiwa?
No, I don't think it's
I don't
Mr.
know.
Muyiwa
Some
leading
people
it.
said protest.
It's planned for the 24th of this month.
But I thought he will be leading the protest. Maybe no, it's his jurisdiction.
I heard it's planned for the 24th of this month anyway.
It's okay.
You see, as I said again, I mean to the reporter, okay, there are two solid actions on ground to get the American authorities involved to report this case of the NMS, to look at criminality here, okay, and also try to get the NMS subpoenaed to get the original result from them. And we can first of all compare that with that of the bioscience, since, as I said again, we've seen that it is Somiari, that is Richard Somiari, the director of DNA the director of Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center. So in Lagos State here, is the one that sent it to them. That is Richard Somiari, who is also the owner of the ITSI Bioscience. So who is also a professor in the teaching university. So and this NMS, they receive it on March. So why did Somiari, who was given the tax, and don't forget Somiari spoke on March 15, he spoke in the inquest. He promised us that in about 4 weeks he's going to be coming from abroad. That is his promise. Though he didn't meet up to that. When it was April, we didn't see the Somiari himself. In fact, when they wanted to give us the result, they went to bring one consultant in Lasso. That Somiari disappeared. That Somiari, who is the owner of Bioscience, who is the director of Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center, he wasn't the one that delivered the results to us on the 15th. And this is the person who Lagos State entrusted it with. Okay, and I begin to ask question. Did Somiari went to store what sample? You say?
Paparano.
Hello, there's no
Paparano, let me tell you.
Yeah.
This is my view. This is my view. So if they want to drag me, they should drag me. Going to NMS to protest is for me, in my view, is a misplaced priority. Why?
Exactly. So? It's not supposed to.
And NMS do not have business with Lagos State. NMS do not have. It's like you go to a lab to want to do test. Someone else now say release the result to me. They will never release it. Come what may, except the court compels them to do that. And this will be the solution. Subpoenaed, yes. And this will be the solution. If you really want to get the real results, you either go to that biosciences, ITSI biosciences to say, we want to see the order, actual order you sent to these people. We want to see the actual sample you sent to know in the first place, even if they are samples of Mohbad.
Bioscience said, when Bioscience was approached, Bioscience said you should go to Lagos State. And don't forget that the owner of Bioscience is in the government. It's the Somiari. Is the
head of the...
Exactly.
Yes. See, so what Aristo is saying is the protest should be at their door.
No,
I did the expose yesterday.
You don't even need it. You don't need it now.
But Perano, okay. I did the expose yesterday.
Don't even need it.
The same Somiari is the director of Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center. The same Somiari is the owner of ITSI Biosciences Laboratory in the same Pennsylvania.
But now he's been demoted. He's as assistant. He's no longer.
They demoted him.
Yes.
On this matter.
He can't be the yesterday. He can't be.
He's a director. No, they don't have CEO. They don't have CEO. They have director. They have head of. Now, the same man.
2 days ago, he was CEO now.
You know what happened? If NMS want to follow the rule, it is the person that gave them sample that they are reporting to. No other person.
Exactly, and that's what they said.
And when I got the information I spoke about on my platform yesterday, those people, they have approached a professor, a pathologist from the same university where is an adjunct professor. The lady is the head of pathology of that department. The lady was very happy. She was going to do it for free. She said, if you can bring the body, I will do full autopsy and toxicology for you for free. If you can't, if you send the sample for me, I will do it for you because this is a good case that she wants to do something. She now said, I also have a colleague who is a Nigerian who can come to Nigeria and do it. You said, very great. Speak with the person. The lady went to speak to the person. They don't know, say, Richard. They don't know, say, Richard. The lady was supposed to get back to the people that said the inquiry. The lady no get back to them. They were now chasing her. They will chase, she's busy. The day they got her, 2 weeks after, on her personal phone, the lady said, sorry, I cannot get involved in this matter. I am not free to do it. What about your colleague? He's not interested to. Sorry, you can read to me on another matter. And don't enter and with that. It was later that they now found out that Somi Ari is an adjunct professor to that lady, an assistant professor to that lady. The same Somi Ari that sent someone to the inquest in November that they said they've sent that into America in November. The same people that gave the commissioner information that he went to stay in February, they are the same people that sent the test in March. And they took that test a day after they exhumed the disease, 22nd of September. They exhumed the disease on the 21st of September last year. They got all those samples on the 22nd. So where have they been keeping the sample till 1st of August? Where did they keep it? Are we sure those samples are that of the disease?
Yeah, till March.
Till March. So how are we sure the sample they sent to NMS is that of the disease? The second thing you should check, what did they request from NMS? Because it is what you request from a lab that they will do for you.
That's why I said that there are two things we can activate today to subpoena the NMS so that
yes,
the NMS will now require authorization from the biosciences, and then they will release that result. Or let's have the police involved, let it be investigated as a criminal case.
NMS replied back to the team that gave me the information last night that if they want, because those NMS was ready, what those people were even asking them is to explain the toxicology to them. And they said they are ready to help them, but the person that sent it, they should get authorization from that person. They still sent a mail that get authorization for bioscience. We've spoken to them, reach out to them. Once they give the authorization, we are well and able to help you with it. This is where the question should start from. Number one, the sample sent to NMS, is it actually Mohbad sample in the first place?
Okay, but
because it is what they label it.
You're missing something. I'm not talking about we asking questions. We have done all of those analysis. I'm talking about our own point of fighting, the areas of fighting. Why don't we look at the case as a criminal case and let it be investigated? Let us unravel that in the American soil. It is either we get the
it is doable.
If we ask questions, who is to answer our question?
No, I mean, Paparano.
If the American authorities ask questions, they will gonna give them answers. Why are we going to ask questions? Go on.
Paparano, it is doable, but let's look at it like this.
Yeah.
You cannot treat it as a criminal case. It's a simple business transaction. You know why you cannot treat it as a similar case? It's like you went to a lab as another smaller lab and you told them, do these samples, these are the samples, do this test for me. You can only look it as a criminal case if NMS did not do their job or trash their job or give them something different. NMS don't know who owns the sample, if it was from a state or not. NMS just took a sample from another company within America, even in the same state. And NMS did that and sent them the report. They have done their own job. The complexity of this matter lies between, and this is where the criminal thing should come in. That man that is a director in a government establishment and is passing, and he has registered the center as an affiliate of a center. Why didn't he sell it directly so it will be straight from Lagos State to that NMS?
That's what I'm saying.
Why sending it through an agent? So the criminal there, the criminal there is not NMS. The criminal is that
is the third
director
party
and the third party. The director and the third party is the criminal here.
Wait.
They are the one that are defrauded Lagos State.
Aristo, look at it this way. Okay. Yes, again, it's part of it, of course. Like, the confusion is that is the director here. But now, the director, of course, gave it to the NMS.
Yes.
The director who gave it to
normal transaction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The director who gave it to the NMS, he gave it to them on behalf of who? On behalf of his bioscience lab or on behalf of the Lagos DNA? Just please wait. On behalf of the Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center. He gave it to them.
Wait,
as
Paparano,
who represent
don't
him.
go too far. Babarano, don't go too far. Look at that report of the toxicology. Who did NMS address it to? Is it
the bioscience?
Thank you. So that is their client, not Lagos State. They don't know
That is
Lagos
what-
State.
the bioscience is registered in American soil.
Yes.
So if we report the case,
NMS don't have
for example-
business.
Okay, let's say for
NMS
example.
have not committed any crime here. Shey you
Okay,
know.
just wait,
NMS
wait.
have not committed any crime.
Okay, let's say for example now we got the result that was released on the internet circulating, okay, and we are doubting this result, whether this result was forgery, whether it was made based on forgery, and we want to investigate the
Yes.
authenticity of this result, and we take it to NMS. NMS is not responding to us. We report to the police. We report to them.
Paparano,
Nobody was
you are
answer
getting
us.
some things wrong. Paparano, you are getting some things wrong. And I want you to have a clear mind. Let me give a good example for you. Wait, Paparano. You see, when we want to fight, we should fight from the place of knowledge. And let me give this illustration. Paparano, I want to do, Titus want to do some analysis. And you, Paparano, you are the head of the agency that is in charge of those analyses. Titus Nigeria Limited or Titus Federation, for example, now said, oh, you being his staff, you are his staff. You told him, we need to get this thing done ASAP from a reputable organization internationally. You say, sir, are we affiliated to any international analysis company? You told Titus, yes, sir. Okay, get it done, send the order. But instead of Titus, that I've told you, if you check the CTC, there is a letter from the Lagos State DNA and Forensic that wrote there that they sent the samples to NMS, but that was a lie. They did not send the sample to NMS. Now, Titus works with you, and Titus now did a letter that, Oga, as you've instructed, I've sent it to Aristocrats company who are going to do the analysis. I will say good work. But I don't know that you, as Paparano, instead of you sending it and making Titus company as the sender, as the customer to me, because that is what we enter my own log, that it is Titus Nigeria Limited that send this thing for analysis. You send it in the name of your own company, Babies LCC, that is also doing that kind of thing you want to do. And you send the order to me as Babies LCC. When I want to deal with you, I will only deal with Baby LCC because you are the only customer I know. And there are ethics to this thing you request from me. I don't give a third party. I give to the person that gives to me because of the confidentiality. Now, there is now a problem. And Titus is now saying, the document you have shown to our clients that needed this analysis was that you send it to Aristocrats Limited. Now, you are now bombarding Aristocrats Limited. This result, I want to know if it is correct. I will never reply to Titus because Titus is not my client. Titus is nobody to me. In my ledger, Titus never interacted with me. The only person that interacted with me is Babies Limited. So if Babies Limited comes to me and say there is problem, I, as Aristocrats Limited, I am obligated to respond to Babies, but I am not obligated to respond to Titus. So the crime here is this. You, as the head of that department that told Titus that you send it to me, you are the one that have committed the crime because you have deceived your employer. So if the employer now want to seek redress, you are not going to come to Aristocrat Nigeria Limited because in my books, you do not exist. You are not my customer. If you now want that thing, I will tell you, go and meet my customer to authorize me to give you the details. And that is how business is done.
Okay, but that is
how business is done.
The same thing that we are saying, I'm saying that the NMS can be subpoenaed to present that result of theirs. Because
To who?
the result
To who?
to the court.
To who?
To the court.
On basis of what?
Okay, on basis of there has been so many allegations of forgery.
By who? From who? On behalf
the
of
public.
MMS?
No, on behalf of the
On
public.
NMS?
On
Is it
NMS.
On MMS?
Now,
On
let
NMS.
NMS
Papariano,
don't have
what,
issue
what
here. You are
are
not
we,
listening. NMS don't have issue
Papariano,
here.
what,
Okay, wait.
Papariano, let me explain.
Wait. Let's put NMS aside. Let's put NMS aside. Okay? But whether or not NMS will still get into it. NMS said they need authorization from the bioscience. So, I mean,
If they need
talk
to
about the
release
case.
it.
Exactly, to
Yes.
release it. Okay. So
Because
now
it's bioscience that is their client.
I got that clear. If bioscience is not giving them that authorization, okay, then we have to go to bioscience. Then we
Yes,
get
you
to
are right.
bioscience.
You are talking now.
Thank
So,
you.
exactly, now you're
Now
talking.
you are talking.
There's no how we'll get to bioscience when the police are investigating. They will still get to NMS.
No, NMS will never
NMS will only
No,
be
no,
a
no.
witness
with-
in the case. NMS will be a
NMS.
witness, will not be a defendant.
Yes.
There will be a witness.
They
NMS
are
will
not
be a
defendants in
witness.
this matter.
He's not a
Yes.
defendant.
will be a
It is
witness.
bioscience that is a defendant in this case.
There will be a witness.
Yes, if they are subpoenaed by the
Yes,
court,
yes.
they will give a response.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Now you are saying it in the right
So let
way.
us.
The
Me, I'm
court can subpoena
get the authorities.
NMS to come and give witness.
Let's get the
Exactly.
authorities involved. When the authorities are involved, let the case be investigated as a criminal case. They will
Thank
see
you.
what-
Yes. Now, let me give you further information. What you are saying has been exploited. Now, what the lawyer in America said was this: because the people that want to seek redress are in Nigeria, you need to get an international lawyer to do that. Because you are crossing the boundary. Now, if you want to do that, you need to work with an international lawyer that have license to do business both in Nigeria and in America.
And in Nigeria.
That is, and in Nigeria, so that you can now go and you know the case of the president when they were looking for a certificate. That was what they did for that school to be subpoenaed to release the certificate at the end of the day. When they release,
But the
is,
case does,
what do you
but
call
the case,
it?
but the school don't have business with those people too.
No, you know how it was done. They got an international lawyer that compelled them, that compelled the school to release it because normally
that NMS too
we
can be
not release
compelled
it.
now. NMS can be compelled.
Yes, this is how you compel. You know what you were saying
Yes,
is they should
it's the same
institute a
thing.
criminal matter.
No.
NMS will only be compelled.
I said. I mean, there are two things we're looking at for here. One, the NMS can be subpoenaed to release the official result that they have with them. But the NMS, they won't do that to an ordinary individual because they need authorization from the bioscience to do that. So, but through the court order, they can, release that result.
Yes, and they will not release it to
the
Lagos
results.
State.
They will
They will only
only
release it to the
testify.
court.
They will only
State is not the one
testify
asking them.
that
It's the
they will
court.
They will, yes,
testify
they can
that
only testify. They will come
they
and
will
testify in the
testify.
court.
They will
That
not
is what they
release
will
it.
do. They can't
Yes.
release it to you.
No, not release. Again, not release. We want to verify whether what we have is the correct one. It matches with what they have.
Papariano, there is something you are getting wrong. You see where the Ojoro is this. I've said it. Where the Ojoro is this. The sample that Biosciences gave to NMS, is it that of Mohbad? Because NMS only analyzed the sample given to it, and it is labeled. You can take someone else's sample and label it.
Not even all is labeled.
If you even leave it at that, you can take someone else's sample and say this is the name of the person, but it's different. So the burden of proof is not on the person that analyzes it. The burden of proof is this: what you send to me is what I analyze, and the business is over. Now the burden of proof is to go back and say, Mr. Biosciences, which sample did you actually give to these people to analyze? Is it the sample that we want? Is it the sample? Because you've kept the sample since September till August.
But no, let's
and which one you have not swapped it in the first place?
Let's be more practical here. Let's say, for example, now, okay, let's say you are there in the USA, okay, and maybe you write to bioscience, all right? And bioscience say they can't talk on it, that they need authorization from Lagos State, just like what they said. So what's your next move?
Not from Lagos State in this case. They said they need it from the person that gave them.
Wait. NMS said, just listen please. NMS said, that is, Megan Hessler. Okay, Megan Hessler told them, okay, that they need authorization from bioscience to release the result. And now, according to her...
No, listen, Paparalo. This is what I said yesterday of our program.
I'm not reporting on based on what you say. I'm talking about what I was told to.
No. Okay, listen to what I heard from Megan, because I heard from her. I was on phone with her. What Megan said was clear and simple. Megan said she's a consultant to NMS. And the first thing, the person that got Megan went to school with Megan. That was why it was very easy. Now, Megan said, oh, I can help you with this. I said, no problem. Listen. Don't let me tell you what Megan said. Just wait. When
the person who went to school, not with Megan, it's not
now.
With Megan.
Wait. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Papariano. Professor Jennifer.
Papariano, let me talk. I was on phone with Megan. The person that got Megan don't know Megan. But Megan went to school with the friend of that person. So when the person called Megan and introduced her, yes, I've seen you at certain place, because the familiarity comes in.
Megan didn't go to school. You're mistaking that place. The person went to school.
Listen.
Let me give you the foundation.
I'm telling you from my end.
Who went to school? The professor, that's Jennifer, who knows Richard.
Papariano, I'm not talking about the professor. I'm talking about Megan that signed that toxicology. Megan that signed that toxicology.
So you are saying, are you saying that Megan went to school with Richard?
Just let me finish.
Are you saying Megan went to school with Richard?
Listen, Papariano, listen very well. Just listen, don't argue. Megan signed the toxicology. She's the toxicologist that signed it. Now, when the person in America wanted, I told the person, let's get this person. First, who is Megan? They went to search for Megan. And now find out that Megan is a friend in the business community. Oh, how do I know Megan? Oh, this is a friend to this person that I know. The first thing she did was to put a call to that person she knew. And the person said, yes, I know Megan. She's a common friend. You know, she was in our school when we graduated. She offered, okay, let's meet Megan. So that the familiarity will not be like just anybody. So when they talk to Megan, the person now said, please help my friend out. She wants to do some things. So the person now spoke to Megan on phone, and I was placed on phone. And the person was telling Megan that I have a toxicology report. I need your expertise. This your friend. He said, I know the person explained. So familiarity was established, that is trust. I said, I need you to help. I said, I can help. In anything you want to let me know. He now said, the result I actually want you to help me. You signed it. He said, I signed it? From where? From which lab? She now said, NMS. Well, I'm a consultant to NMS. She now said, give me the job code. That was what Megan first said, because she wants to know the report we are talking about. When it was sent to her, she checked her system. She now called the name on it. Promise, Aloba promise. He said yes. He said, and read some other code. He said, okay, I signed it. I remember I signed it, but I cannot talk on it. I will give you an email that you will send an email to NMS to set up a meeting between I and you so that I can help you to read it. I don't have problem with that, but I work for them. That was where it was. So that person, when it happened, okay, I cut off. That person now sent the mail that she gave, and this is not the regular mail that everybody sent to, it's an internal mail. That mail is attached to the supervisor. So on that mail, they replied and said, we know this matter, and also confirmed the job order and said, we know this, but this was given to us by ITSI Biosciences LLC. Please reach out to them to give you authorization before we can go further on your request. That was what was said, because they are working within the line. Now, if that is the case, that is a streamline. The person now went back to Megan and said, Megan, this is what I've heard. Megan now said that is the procedure. But if you guys, because the person will say, oh, we are from the family of the person they did the test. The person now told Megan that, okay, Megan, what else can we do? Megan now said, the only thing you can do is to get a lawyer that can subpoena NMS, taking biosciences to court to say they should be witness so that they can release that thing. Listen to what. Listen, wait, Papariano, just let me. Papariano, just let me finish. Let me finish. This person called Megan back and say this is what they said, and the person said that is the way you need to get authorization for the person that sent it to them. But if you don't, and the other, what is other way? He said you can only get it through lawyer. That person said no problem. The person now consulted the lawyer on the matter again. This is what is happening. The lawyer now explained that, oh, this is, but who are the people that really want this thing? Are they also in the state? He said no. He said then you probably need an international lawyer because of the boundary. That has been explained. Now, let me go back to where delving and checking background on biosciences now coming. Since biosciences has become a factor that need to give that thing, is the one that sent the samples to them. Then this group of people then went to investigate biosciences. They went on the business portal. They found out their company registration. When it was registered, they find out the owner, and the owner now is Richard Somari. They now check another business that have interest. They now went on the business site again to look for biography of Richard Somari. And when they check his biography, his picture, they now saw that in his own biography, he stated there that he's a director of Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center. He stated there that he's the owner of biosciences. It also stated there that he's an adjunct professor to the university. Then the person now said, come on, that same university where we spoke with Jennifer Hamas, that is the name of the professor, that they first reached out to immediately after the inquest, that we want to get an international, who is a pathologist. Yes, who is a pathologist. You know, Megan is a toxicologist. Megan is a toxicologist.
Working for the NMS.
Yes, she's a consultant to NMS. Now, Jennifer Hamas,
who never responded back. I mean, who after I realized it was Somiari.
That is Jennifer.
I was even the one who was making him understand it's not a third agent, because I mean, even the Somiari factor, Richard, I had to quickly check it. I told the person that, come, this Richard Somiari you're calling a third party or an agent, is not an agent. He is the director. Okay, I was
that business.
The person aware exactly.
Thank you. So Papariano,
I said it's not an agent.
Thank you. Just let me go on. You see, these people have reached out to Jennifer, and Jennifer have said she's not. They are not even thinking of Jennifer again. They now went ahead to be dealing with NMS. When through Megan, they told Megan. Megan said, if the guy, the biosciences did not give you authorization, you can only use law. The person, the lady Megan, even thought is within America. And when they now thought is something that has to do with Nigeria, say you need an international lawyer and exam. So they now, it is when we now delve into the owner of biosciences, because the business is registered in Johnstown, still in the same Pennsylvania.
Let's get the American into the case and wherever
So Papariano, this is where the conspiracy now showed up. Because assuming they never found out that Richard is an adjunct professor to the same department Jennifer Hamas was, we will not see conspiracy. You understand what I mean?
No, but you cannot. You can only suspect that because Jennifer was supposed to help them, but knowing very much that is a colleague to Somiari, you have to step down.
You know where the assumption came in. When they first met Jennifer, immediately a day after the inquest, because they just want to get prepared. They are applying for the postmortem report. They just want to get prepared. That was when they reached out to her as a professor of pathology, and she said she would do it for free. But she was the one, when she heard that the case is in Nigeria, she now said, if you can bring the body, I'll do it for free. But it could be expensive. But I have a Nigerian colleague. Who is also an American that can help you. She never knew the man even have anything to do. It is when she now says she know they do. It is now when they don't forget, but this one no don't want to do. Maybe they no want to do. It is when they now went to look for the owner of that biosciences that they now knew from his own biography that is an adjunct professor in the same department where Jennifer was. So you will assume it that is who she was referring to in the first place. So that is what is being seen.
You should get something there. It's very simple. Okay, it doesn't need too much explanation. Even if I go to the same school with you and a job that was supposed to be given to me to be done, okay, and I recommended that they should give you that job to do because I know that it is in your region where you are, okay? And then when I investigated the case further, and now later hear that the case is already with you, aristocrat, all I have to do is to step down. It's to step down, and that's what Jennifer did. That's the best thing. The moment Jennifer come to understand that this job that they want to give her is already with the Nigerian friend or professor that she's talking about, she has to step down. There's nothing she can do.
No, Papara. I just told you her response. No, her response is not stepping down. Her response was this. This person, the team has been reaching out to her. Her assistant will say she's busy. They now got a private number and called her. Oh, this is when she said, the guy said, she did not even talk first. You want to know who's talking on the line. When she now responds, don't say, I remember you. What about this thing you say you were, but I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Now say, okay, if you are busy.
And don't call me again for that case, yes.
You know, she now said, I'm not interested. What about the person you refer? The person is not interested to. That was what she said. Not that she's handling it. She's not interested to. And please, don't call me on this matter again. Please respect me.
They didn't want to continue. Didn't like the problem.
You understand? You understand? So it's like even if she doesn't want to do it.
It's not a conspiracy.
Whatever way you see it.
That's the headline.
Whatever way you see it. Whatever way you see it. It's like they don't want to do it. So,
Mr. Aristocrat, please, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a quick question, please.
I refer them to you. So you understand?
This Jennifer, because my attention was taken briefly, I was following. This Jennifer works in the US, right? In the
Jennifer is a professor of pathologist in a university.
In US, in the United States, okay.
Yes.
So she was the one that they contacted right from Nigeria, to come and conduct. From the beginning, and she was, making a reference.
Yes.
No, but she was reference to her colleague.
No. This is what she said. She said she's willing to do it for free because she sees it and she'll be very happy. So those one told her that if they get the postmortem result, they will send it to her. She said, fine. She now said it would be a good thing if they can even send the body down to America because she's not authorized professionally to work outside America. But if they bring the body to America, she will do the total postmortem, both autopsy and toxicology for them for free. When they now said, oh, it's in Nigeria, I now said, no problem then. I have a colleague that is also a Nigerian that I believe can come to Nigeria because he does things in Nigeria and he will be able to go and look at the body and do that because what she was thinking, but in terms of reading the report, she can always do that for them. It's going to be just reading report professionally. But for someone to do the proper autopsy, you understand? She said, yes. I have a colleague who is a Nigerian. She's even talking as if the person is in America then, that is a Nigerian. He can always go to Nigeria. He has permission to work in Nigeria to go and do that job. So it will reduce. The only thing it will cost you is to take the person to Nigeria to do the job and the person returns. You understand what I'm saying? So that was
I understand
what was agreed. Then, before they now reach out to the person, she wasn't taking call again for over a week wetin happen before they reached to her, and she said she's not interested. They've not even find out who the partner is. Then it was when they were now looking for the owner of the lab that they now saw that this person, she said, and they went to the department to go and check the professors in the department, is the only Nigeria that is at that level. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's you all you do is put 1 and 2 together. A professor, head of a department, told you, I will give you another equally qualified person to help me to do a
case.
job. Of course, it's going to be the most senior person. And this person is an adjunct professor. Adjunct professor means assistant professor to her in that school. So he's not a full professor. He's an associate professor to her because she's the head of the department where he also lectures. Are you seeing the collaboration? So you can easily say
collaboration, and I would say
yes,
from the
you can
get-go
even say,
that this was
Richard then
Aristo,
that he was first referring to.
This was a planned,
yes,
organized plan.
Yeah, who and who
went to the same school? Who and who?
You know the list.
Jennifer and this Professor
Jennifer
Somari.
Amas, who was first consulted that she will do the reading the toxicology thing.
Wait, Aristo,
listen now, let me tell you. Jennifer Amas.
If you relax, you are not getting me. I'm letting you speak. I know you are in the mood to speak. I'm telling you then, I said Megan was not the one that went to the same school. You were saying Megan from NMS.
No, you did
Megan.
not.
I was telling you Jennifer.
No, Papariano, you are mixing it. You are mixing
the professor and Jennifer.
No. Papariano, you are mixing it. Megan went to school to one of the people finding out this information, one of the person's friend. Megan went to school with that person. That was why it was easy for them to do a rapport with Megan.
Okay, let's just move on. It's okay. Let's move on.
But for Jennifer is the head of department for pathology in the university, where Richard is our assistant professor.
You know my take on
this? Are you
this,
getting the point?
Aristocrat?
It's okay.
They were in the same school.
They will be contacted
in the same school
by the same person. Don't worry.
This Jennifer was originally contacted to streamline the plan. It was unorganized.
Thank you.
When
without
she was
knowing Richard at all. Without
at
knowing
all,
Richard.
Exactly.
Richard
So eventually, it was inevitable to get into the hands of Richard for him to handle the case, and Richard was going to send it to NMS to do it eventually, so that it will not be traced. But now we know the truth. But what I want to say to you, that in America here, there is no way America, the hospital, the center will release information to any other person other than the person that gave them the work to do, which is Richard Somari or whatever his name is called. They will not. Now, if they are subpoenaed, if they are put to court, they will just come as to testify. They have not done anything wrong, so they are not the part of. They didn't act any. There is no criminal act on their part, so they are not coming to defend themselves. They are just coming to testify. Now, you said something again that the person you spoke to said that you can get them to release the information legally if they can get an international lawyer that is licensed to.
That is how you can only go through that route.
But even when you do that, they will still, because they are bound by law.
Yes.
There's a law called HIPAA law in America.
Yes.
They will just be a witness. They are not.
They can only be a witness.
They are not. They can only be a witness.
They're not blind.
They will
now.
just point the finger. They will point the finger right back at Richard Somari that he gave us the job, and it is
and
only
we've done
him
the
who
job.
can release the result.
And they've done the job.
And we've done the job. They've done their part of the contract. They have
the result
fulfilled
is
their
outside.
part. It's out, and we've given it to him.
Result. Case closed.
So at the end of the
problems.
At the end of the day, you're going to now refocus back to Richard Somari.
It is Richard that is the main person to deal with.
That is again. I mean, that's another. I mean, but that is a situation. That is a case. Okay, I see that too. But don't forget too that the actions of the NMS is very suspicious because NMS.
Papariano, leave this reaction.
Just wait now. I got you very well. I got you now. We have to look at all areas, please. We have to look at all areas until there's no way there. We have to look at all areas until there was no way there. Okay? The Lagos State government told us directly here from Nigeria that they sent the sample to NMS, Pennsylvania. That's what we were told. And later, the people were contacted. We have a investigative journalist contacted them, the NMS Center. The NMS Center, I mean, they were like in a conspiracy, saying that none of this sample was sent to them. Okay, and later on, we found out that samples were sent to them. We don't understand what kind of conspiracy they are into with this person because we
Papariano, you continue to get things wrong. You are getting things wrong. Papariano, you are getting things wrong. You are getting it wrong.
You're getting it wrong.
You are getting it wrong.
No, okay. We don't have to deal with
you are getting things wrong.
NMS.
You continue to get things wrong. The way you got me wrong when I was telling you about two people.
Let's deal with bioscience. That one, you're okay with that one? Are you okay with that?
Just, you know where I said you are getting things wrong.
Okay, I said let's do it with NMS. You don't
relax. Just relax. Just relax. You know where you are getting things wrong. And I gave you a very clear illustration.
I understand your illustration.
Don't know.
Saying that their actions are suspicious.
Papariano, listen. You always suspect people. That is your nature. It's good. And nobody will hold that against you. Number one, you went to a company and you are saying another company sent a sample to it. They will tell you they didn't receive anything from the person you are telling them send sample to them because it is not in their record. If Lagos State was not the one that sent those samples to them directly,
let me correct you on
they
that.
will say they didn't get anything from Lagos State.
NMS will say no information.
No information now.
We say we do not recognize you. No information.
They don't know you.
So anybody that is coming,
NMS gave them answer. NMS gave them
what answer did they give to them? What answer?
NMS they don't
did they tell them they received something from Lagos State?
NMS said they don't have any sort of sample from Mohbad, from that name Mohbad. From that name,
listen, Mohbad is Mohbad. Listen now, is Mohbad on that autopsy report?
Aristocrat, please listen. I mean, please don't go that far. When I say Mohbad, I mean Oladimeji Oluwa. I didn't forget about Mohbad. I mean his real name.
No,
forget about Mohbad. Okay? There's the name of Aloba Oladimeji. They say they don't have any sort of sample.
You've always said you are a scientist.
That's an answer.
Scientists work with facts. Wait.
Papariano, did they speak to you directly?
No,
Doctor journalist.
Wait now. Let me tell Papariano something. We are working with fact that is outside. Me, I'm talking about what I experienced because I spoke with Jennifer. I was on phone with Jennifer Amas. That I can say. I wasn't on phone with Megan. I only reported that. Now, the report.
Okay, but that was what I was telling you about. But you said earlier you were with Megan. You said earlier you were with Megan.
Listen. The report.
I mean, you said earlier you were with Megan. You withdraw that.
I didn't say Megan. I said I was on call with Jennifer. But Megan, the person that spoke to Megan in a very cordial way because the person went to school with a friend that went to school with that person. That was how they were able to speak to Megan. I didn't speak to Megan.
Go on. The tension is
the first time, Megan's name only came when we saw the autopsy report. We have spoken to Jennifer a day after the inquest. So you don't know who signed the autopsy report because we don't have that copy. It is when the copy came out that you know who signed it. So I wouldn't have spoken with Megan. I'm only telling you that. Get it clear. What I'm telling you is, if you want to if we want to argue whether the name or not name, let's look at the press news that came from Punch. Let's look at the inquiry because the guy quoted it. What name did he quote there? From what source did he send them mail? Because they reported it to us. We don't need to argue on that. So if the journalist stated in that report that he sent a mail to them and is asking for sample of someone from this agency. And we'll be able to establish that it is ITSI Biosciences that is NMS client, not Lagos State. If the guy's mail to them is talking about Lagos State, they have no information about Lagos State. They work with record.
So you're not getting what I'm saying. Why did they say any sample name Aloba Oladimeji, whereas they have it?
Aloba Oladimeji.
Yes.
The name on that sample is Promise Aloba, not Aloba Oladimeji.
This person mentioned the whole name. Why you just quoting name? Baba, don't quote me for
You just told me Aloba Oladimeji.
No. I mentioned Mohbad. You quote me for the person mentioned the full name, of course. I mean, you have to mention the full name.
Can you please read the news for us all to hear? It's on internet now. Read that part now. So that
you also read it now. Okay, let me just go through it.
We are talking about it now. Okay, let's read it.
Let me ask Papa.
We are both learning now.
Yeah, let me
Papa Riano, the person that gave you this feedback, was this somebody giving you feedback or you heard it with your ears? Because sometimes when we give feedback, will we add or remove?
The tester, okay, usually I don't do all of this like underground stuff, but because of the like the person was persistent, okay, like I directed the person to Lady Harris and Aristocrat. So you get, because I didn't want to be in all of those spots, so I said, okay, go talk to this person. I know they can handle it very well. But a few days ago, the person just insisted that the person needed to talk to me. So we spoke and we went through, like, the same person that spoke to Aristocrat was the same person that spoke to me. So we talked, we went through every part of it. No. I asked questions. Come on.
Who spoke to me?
The same person.
Jennifer?
No. Come on. The person.
Not the same person, no. No.
The lady.
Someone that spoke to you.
The lady I directed to you. Do you understand?
Okay.
The person you directed to me gave me something else. Not even on this matter.
Anyway, it's okay.
Confirm from that person.
I think there's a misinformation. I think there's a misinformation here.
To you, the same person, I mean, is a lady. I mean, the lady that was that connected to Jennifer. Isn't it a lady? It's not the same lady. The person connected to Jennifer who was on call, which is not the same person. That's a lady now.
Yes.
The slim lady.
Okay, it's a lady that connected to Jennifer, yes?
That was on call with you and Jennifer and all of them. So it's the same lady now.
Yes.
That's how they're
Go ahead.
And they put the call through with you hearing the response from NMS?
When we spoke to Jennifer. Yes. No, not from NMS.
With the pathologist.
Straight with Jennifer.
Yes.
I was only on the call with Jennifer.
The professor. The professor wanted to happily do Mohbad for free.
Yes.
Take it to the USA.
Okay, but my point is that I need you to really grasp here is anyone that comes to tell you that they spoke to NMS and NMS said, yes, we have the sample, but we cannot give you information. I want you to take that information with a pinch of salt until the person proves it. Because what NMS will do is, who are you? You give me your name, they will search through the system. Did you give us anything? What right do you have to ask for such a sensitive info? You didn't give us anything, we have nothing for you. Go through the right channel. That is what they will say.
That is what me twice. But they went ahead telling they don't have any such sample.
That is surprising to me because they will not even respond. They won't tell you yes. They won't tell you no. They will say.
And that's what Muyiwa said. It was behind the punch. Like, I mean, the person who did the investigation who posted it. I mean, this was going on. I mean, it was an outburst. Muyiwa said he was fully behind the person. They probably did the investigation together.
He was the one that sponsored the investigation.
Exactly.
Is that what he said? You see, NMS, everybody contacting NMS.
I'm trying to get the
I've never spoken to anybody. They only talk to you through mail. It's through mail. You will not speak to them. It's through mail. So if truly NMS said plenty things, it's just like a normal business. They will say, you say you want something, give us your name. They will check their record. If you are not there, we can't give you information now. They can't give you information for if you are not their client. Even if tomorrow, Lagos State Governor send them a mail, they will not answer it because you are not their client.
Because any little they watch their back like crazy.
Yes, now.
Because any little mistake, the people will sue them.
And they've been doing business for
in
years.
America,
For many other businesses.
You give out information that you're not supposed to, you will be sued. And they
how
will
much
win.
did they do
People
the
will win.
toxicology? $700. Because of $700, they will destroy their record.
The HIPAA law is against them there.
Because of $700, they will now destroy their record.
That punch outburst that says that the investigator, the journalist went to request for this information.
I think what the headline was, was saying
no, or something.
No record of Mohbad's autopsy something or toxicology report. No record. Well, that's what they tried to come out with. I say no record of it.
Let me just put that around because I really want to get that investigation, that report. I want to get it out to see, to refresh my memory.
Just check it because that person was quoting mail. Because the person never spoke to anybody.
It was Punch.
Only
now.
quoted.
That was Punch. You know,
Yes.
Punch on the BBC.
It was Punch.
BBC.
It was Punch. It was Punch because Punch said he contacted you and everything was through email.
Somebody
and quoted the person that was replying. Dede or something that was replying the mail.
Exactly. Moment.
As far as I'm concerned, either way in this matter,
Yes, let me
it is that